Good one.
Okay, volume, you guys, is really easy. Volume is just the base times the height. Remember, B means the area of the base. So you have to find the area of the base, multiply it times the vertical height. Height is always the one at right angle, so it's either at right angle if we have a right angle, or if it's slanted, it's just off to the side here. If it's a cylinder, it's the same thing. They just went ahead and plugged in area of the base right here, which is pi radius squared. Okay, so here's some quick problems. We have a triangle. Did they already give us the base and the height?
Yeah.
So what's the formula for area of a triangle?
Base and height divided by 2.
So it's just 1/2 3 times 1.5. What's that come out to? 2.25. All right, and so then we multiply that by what number?
By 5.
Yeah, so volume is just 2.25 times 5, which is the height, which equals what? 11.25 centimeters squared. Don't you love volume?
Why is it so simple?
Why is it so simple? So you have to have some simple problems.
It's like they start off easy.
Some are that easy. Like on your quiz today, a lot of them are going to give you everything you need. There's only going to be, I think, that one where you have to solve for the apothem. No, it's over surface area. Not volume. Most of it. Depends what you do. Well, you have yet to graduate high school, so you don't know what you will use in your everyday job. Okay, so here we... Okay, so I get to pause the recording. And, all right, our next one. They gave us the apothem. What else did they give us?
The height.
The height. Is that all we need?
We need the base.
We need the base. Do we know how to find the base?
Yep, we have to do the thingy thing.
That long thing again.
Okay, so we just did one of these as our warm-up. Does anyone remember what's the central angle for a pentagon?
36.
So central angle is the 360 divided by 2 times the 5 sides, which equals 36. This time, did they give me the opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse?
They gave me the adjacent.
What do I need to find?
The hypotenuse. Oh, no, the opposite.
The opposite.
So tangent again.
So tangent again. So tangent of 36 equals what?
Tangent 36 equals x over 2.1.
Is this a multiply or divide problem? All right, so who can enter? 2.1 times tangent 36.
1.52574.
Okay, what do I multiply that by to get the entire perimeter?
4. 10. No. 2.
Right, 10. So because O is half a side, and so I multiply it times 2 for the whole side times 5. So I multiply it times 10 to get my perimeter. Is 15.2574. Does that seem like a logical number if this is 2.1?
Yes.
So you always want to make sure. If you got like 150, you'd know something probably went wrong. But that's logical for the entire perimeter to be around 15. Okay, so now how do we find, do we have enough information to find the area of the base now? Yes, what is it?
Wait,
Do we divide that by 2 to find
like the area of the, how do you find the area?
It's 1/2.
1/2 apothem times perimeter.
Yeah. So the apothem is 2.1.
So it'd be 2.1 times 16 times 4.
Divided by 2.
Times 2 point, yeah. And it came out to 16 point what? Say it again. 0. Okay. Am I finished? One more step.
Then you have to multiply it times 4,
Mm-hmm.
and you get 64.08.
Okay, so I found the base, apothem times perimeter,
Oh,
and then I'm finding volume by doing base times the 4-inch height. It was 64 point what?
Oh, 64.08.
And then we're going to,
64.08.
yeah, we're going to round to the hundredths. And then it is inches squared. Sorry, inches cubed. Volume is always cubed, because now we're talking in 3D instead of just the surface.
So to find the perimeter, you have to multiply it by the sides times 2.
Yeah, so when you're doing this, it finds you half the side. And so then you multiply the sides times 2. Alright, do you guys need a minute, or are you ready for the next problem?
I'm ready for the quiz.
We have a couple more problems before the quiz. Okay, so flip on to the next page. Okay, did they give us enough here, and both of these, to find the volume of the cylinder?
What the heck was that? Yes. Now we gotta find the basis.
Mm-hmm. So cylinder is still just volume equals base times height. Who remembers what the area of a circle is? Pi r squared.
R.
Oh, are we doing this in a decimal, or are we keeping it with this expression?
We're going to keep pi as pi.
So
Wait, so like, I don't swim at night. What are you talking about?
Okay, so when you keep pi as pi, it makes it way easier, because you just don't ever
So the base,
type in the pi number.
This is easy.
Okay, so base just equals 2.5 pi. 2.5 squared pi, which equals 6.25 pi. So you guys, leaving pi as pi, you just never type the pi button into the calculator. So we type 2.5 squared in the calculator. It keeps it easier because it's a smaller number to deal with. So 6.25 pi times 7, which is 43.75 pi inches cubed. That's it. All right, you do the next one in groups. We're going to take like 2 minutes. Show me what you have when you get it.
I'm ready.
Okay, and I know some people went on to these ones. So what did you do? Those of you who already tried number 5, how'd you set it up?
Why do you know 4?
Okay, wait. Let me pick one person. Jacob can answer this one, and then you can answer the next one.
No, I don't want to answer the next
Oh,
one.
Jacob, what did you do?
I did 18 times 5, and then I came to 63, and then I divided 63, or 161 with 5 divided 63.
So if we're writing in equation format, volume is just area of base, which is 18 times y times the height, which is 3.5. So we can do 18 times 3.5 times y equals 661.5. What's too much? It's too much to... Oh, but some people need to see the equation. It's just what you need. And so then when you do the math, it just comes out to y equals 10.5, right? All right, how about the next one?
You divided by 6.
Mhm.
Divided by 5.
Yeah.
Then you square root.
So divide by 6 pi, and then we take the square root of the whole thing, right? If you want to see the equation, it would just be pi p squared times 6 equals 75.36.
Wait, so it's simple.
Yeah, it's just simple algebra. And that is the thing, you guys, if you've worked something out but you're asked to give the answer in pi format, you can always divide by pi on your calculator and it'll take you back to the pi format. So if you have multiplied pi in and it doesn't want that, just divide pi back out. What does this come to?
So just divide it.
Well, how do we know the perimeter?
You don't need perimeter.
Not with the p then?
No, p is the radius. So we do the math. So we divide by 6 first. Divide by 6 pi first. So then p squared equals
12.56.
and so in your calculator just do 75.36 divided by 6 pi.
I got 30. Wait, I don't know. I got 30.
Oh, no.
Why are you putting pi on it? I got the same.
I did that wrong. So
I got the same.
okay, so you can do it as 2 steps. I heard you guys saying you divide it by 6 and then you divide it by pi, or you can divide it by both at the same time, 6 pi. So it gives you 3.99, which rounds up to 4. And then when we take the square root of it, what's the square root of 4?
Oh, 2.
What?
So p is 2.
Yeah. I mean, we could get a decimal to round to 2. Okay, so do you guys need a minute to discuss that with your groups?
Yeah.
Can I do 7 and 8?
You can explain how to do 7 if the rest of the class is ready. How did we get the square root of 4?
On the test. Yeah.
It'll tell you in the directions. Like the quiz, any of them with pi or multiple choice, so it just depends what format they gave it to you.
Oh, you got 30. Is it multiplied pi?
Alright, are you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Claire, how did you do the next one?
So I did like the original thing, and it's 2, and then use this is square. You put 2 in the corner. Okay, I did 2 squared, and then that was 4, and then 4 times 6, which is 24. So it's pi 24. But then if you multiply the radius by 5, then it goes like pi 600, and then I just did 600 divided by 24, so it's 25 bigger.
Okay, so we got, so she worked it out first and got 24 pi the first time. Did y'all follow that part? And so then it says multiplying the radius times 5, so then our radius is 10, so now we have pi 10 squared times the 6, which equals 100 pi. Sorry, 600 pi. Okay, and so then we figure out 24 times what equals 600?
25.
It's 25, so... And so 24 times 25 is what equals 600. That's where we got the 25. Do you guys remember from a couple lessons ago how we're dealing with cubic units right now? So remember, when we deal with area, we have to take whatever that scale factor is and square it. And so here we have to... Okay, well, we would cubic if we were doing scale factor, but this isn't quite scale factor. Feels like fall in summer.
It's kind of like Frozen. You seen the movie Frozen?
Yes, I like that
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. Okay, so this one, BJ.
Oh, what did you do it?
What, no, it was BJ's turn. BJ, what would I do to find the volume of this original one?
You have to divide.
Or no, just original volume.
Define volume.
Mm-hmm.
You use your form. You gotta go back and look at the form. You use your form.
And how do I find the base of a rectangle?
Right there.
Yeah, so you guys, rectangles, cubes, you just multiply the three sides is what it comes out to, because that's the base, that's the height. So,
648.
648 centimeters cubed. Okay, this time, what am I multiplying by 1/6?
18.
So 18
Would be 3.
times 1/6 equals 3. Is that all?
No,
And then the
it's
12 would need to be 2.
Yeah. And then 12, 1/6 to 12 equals 2. So now I go ahead and multiply
length and
at, yeah, length and width.
Oh.
So 2 times 3 times the 3 height, which they didn't tell us to change, which comes out to 18.
18.
So how do I find out 18 times what equals 648?
648 divided by 18
36.
36.
And so this time, am I getting larger or smaller?
Smaller.
So I'm going to write my answer as 1 over 36. Because I could take this, I could take the 638 and multiply it times the 1 over 36, and it would get me the 18. So that's why I write it in that format. Hey, what do I multiply it by to get to the new volume? Question? Square, yeah, square which number?
Are you fine?
You could. But, on the test or on the quiz today? No, so quiz today will only be surface